Hey everybody, Sean Henderson Pierre back again. Another beer rambles. Been a while. So I've done one of these, and tonight we're doing a rehash of a beer that I'm kind of lukewarm about. Keystone Ice, brand new cans from Coors Brewing Company. 5.9% of the many significant several ice beers that are out there. I believe this came out in 1995. As within those 2 years, you had several ice beers being put out. Keystone, Old Milwaukee, Ice, Milwaukee's Best Ice, Bush Ice, all of them. So 5.9%, universally trashed by everyone in the beer community. Beer advocate and rate beer trash it. So, like I said, I haven't done a review, and I said I haven't had anything to review. I had two stouts I have in my cooler, but I'm trying to wait until the weather gets a little cooler here in Mobile, Alabama, and that's probably going to be a while, maybe till November, October, possibly. But anyway, enough on that. Nice little head up top, as you can see. Mm. Definitely has a sense of some malts, some corn, some definitely some grains. Mm. I think I was watching Jay's video, and I think with the last video or examination I did with him about all the ice beers, or maybe something of what is a sleeper beer. I think two folks. I think Michael, excuse me, Bill in Florida, and I think Gary in Virginia mentioned Keystone Ice. So I said, I have little feelings about Keystone Ice. Yeah, so it's mild, it's refreshing. I've had this in the refrigerator for a long time. So I have a very strong finish, quite strong. 5.9% will probably put you in a very happy place. I mean, some people kind of teeter this as a malt liquor, and I just can't look at it that way. It does have some malt liquor sensibilities to me, which is why I don't really buy this a lot or get this a lot because of that. And I think for some reason, all the 5.9% beers just kind of gives me a major headache. Ice beer, excuse me. This one, with the exception of Bush Ice, but Old Milwaukee Ice, I get a little bit of a ooh. Same with Natty Ice, and same with um, Keystone Ice and Old Milwaukee Ice, which was also at 5.9%. So, man, it's a good, refreshing beer. But again, like I said, it just gives me a headache that I just can't seem to shake for whatever reason. Again, the popularity of ice was going back since 1993. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Jenny Ice. Jenny Ice doesn't also give me does also make me feel bad as well. I think that's a decent ice beer as well. So Jenny Ice and Bush Ice, I'll give a pass. But again, 93, several of the ice beers, some say some formation of freezing the beer in terms of a certain process of freezing it. So the crystals can sort of give the beer a little more fermentation, a little more stronger feel, stronger taste. So Molson said they were the first. And then Labette Ice said they were the first. We had the patent, of course, Molson Ice, Labette with Labette Ice. Those two we do not get anywhere unless you live in close to PA or upstate New York, Ohio, maybe Michigan. Then yes, you do get those beers. So um, but here we don't get them at all. So for whatever reason, I don't know. This is so then after that, of course, Ice House became the first in the states to really do well. Um, and then Bud Ice came right after it, and then all of them came right after it. Ice House, Bud Ice. One of them recently, well, actually two from Miller recently went through a several sort of a makeover, which universally was not pleased by many of their consumers. Ice House went up to 6.9%, and Milwaukee's Best Ice went up to 6.9. Many of them didn't like it, said, we ain't buying this. You're going on malt liquor territory. Keep it as a lager or a discount inexpensive lager, in which they did. And they heard what the fans were saying, what the consumers were saying, decided to go back. And as of now, as you can see, several supermarkets anywhere, or it depends where you go. And of course, distribution has been a big plus. Now, Ronald J. Terrio sent me a link that Milwaukee's Best Ice is available now in Moss Point, Mississippi, which I said, okay, great. I mean, I'm happy, ecstatic about it, getting it, and because I would only have to get it if I was in Atlanta or maybe um, in Tennessee or whatever, if I was on out traveling visiting some family members or whatever. So that's kind of a good thing. But I mean, it's a good beer for the price. Is not expensive. I think some stores sell it for $6.98. I know the Walmart sells it for $7.88 for a 12 pack. I don't know if it's available in the eight. I know it's available in the 18 and excuse me 24 pack, but that's a lot of beer to consume. But it's discounted, inexpensive, it's cheap, and if you're looking for get a good buzz, then these will be the ones to get. You know, Natty Ice, same, about this close to the same price. If you can get Old Milwaukee Ice, depends on what city you're in, great, in a 12 pack. Same Milwaukee's Best Ice, if you get it. You know, we don't get it here, then great. But me, Bud Ice is the one I tend to see frequent, that I tend to gravitate more towards. Same with Ice House. 5.5 is something I can tolerate, and it's good for my body, I guess. Yeah, beer's good for your body. But anyway, 5.5% are probably the two. So 5.5%. And I know Ice House is sold in 4 pack, 16-ounce cans, 25-ounce cans, and that's it. And in 12-pack bottles. And with Bud Ice, it's in a 4 pack, 16-ounce cans, 25-ounce cans, and 6 pack in a bottle. And Ice House is in a 12 pack in a bottle. So that's in Mobile. I don't know where it is in your city, in your area where you're in, but so again, a good tolerable ice beer. If you're looking to get a good buzz and you're looking for something that's cheap, then this is it for you. So, but again, like I said, this gives me a little bit of a queasy feeling for this. So that's my view for the category. I'm going to give it an 8. It's a B, but not something I always get. And this was pretty cheap. It was like what, 70 cents? Excuse me, 55 cents a can of this. So yeah, at my hookup store. So that's my view on Keystone Ice Rehash. It is a good ice beer. Not for me. Give me Bud Ice. Give me, Ice House any given day. I'm sure you've had this, so don't need for me to go on and tell you what needs to be said. I am John Henderson Pierre, the Beer Rambleton. Keep on watching, and as always, cheers. Keystone, Keystone, Keystone.